Hi everyone, so it's been absolutely ages since I made a video. Huge apologies, I'm back now, loads of videos to make. I had got quite a few requests to do a tutorial and I know I've kind of slackened on those lately, so I have a few ideas that I kind of want to do, so I will get cracking with those, I promise. Today I'm just going to talk about mascaras, drugstore mascaras, no high-end stuff, just this box here with all these guys in it. It's something we spend an awful lot of money on as girls in a lifetime. I dread to think how much money we spend on mascara actually, but it's kind of one of my favourite makeup products, and probably the one makeup product that I would kind of take to a desert island. I wouldn't take any, but you know, when people say that, that would be what I would take. There are some in here that I really like, and some that are kind of okay and I wouldn't really buy again, and some that I absolutely hate. And one or two of them are a little surprising, especially my favourite one, which is like the cheapest one. So I'll just kind of take you through some of them, and I'll be really quick and brief, and I'll just tell you what I think of each. Now, as always, I'm not an expert. I don't know the ins and outs of mascaras. This is just these mascaras on my eyelashes, which ones I prefer and why. So here we go. I'm going to start off with an Eyeko one, and it's Eyeko Big Eyes mascara. This gives really kind of doll-like, kind of big fluttery eyelids. It kind of opens your eye kind of wide this way. So if you have really almond or long eyes and you want to make your eyes look wider, Katy Perry-esque, this might be a good option for you. I wouldn't use this every day. It does kind of bring some of my lashes together, and it is kind of a little bit dramatic, and you can layer it, but once it's set you can't, which I don't really like, and I don't really like the feeling of it. But it is really black and quite glossy, so it's kind of quite glamorous, but you've got to work fast with it. So I do recommend it. I actually really enjoyed using it. It does make your lashes look thick and kind of fat and really kind of fluttery, but not one for kind of elongating the eye, which is more what I go for. But I do really recommend this. I love the packaging. People always ask me from Ireland, where can they get Eyeko? You can order from the UK website, or they have it in Superdrug as well. Okay, two more really cheapy ones. Collagen Curl by Collection 2000 did absolutely nothing for me. This was one I just bought kind of in aid of blogging really. It has kind of a curvy brush, which we can do ourselves, so it's nothing fancy. It's like a cheaper version of Benefit Bad Gal, which I don't really like that much anyway, so I definitely don't like this version. When I found out this, it was fine and it kind of coats the lashes fine, but it didn't wear very well, and I found that during the day it kind of flaked off. VaVaVoom number 17, I actually really like this one. This is good. It's not a comparable to Dior Show, although I'd imagine that's the idea. It does give you a lot of volume, and it kind of moderate amount of wearing time. I like the brush. It's a big giant brush like the Dior Show brush. It's definitely not as pigmented as Dior, but what do you expect? It doesn't run actually, which is good. I think this is fine, and if you were looking for a good everyday mascara, then yeah, be grand. I don't think I'd repurchase it though, but I will happily use it. Max Factor Masterpiece Mascara. And I've had a few of these. I had a kind of a waterproof version and then a non-waterproof version, and I don't like these. I don't like that. I know it's kind of great for separation and everything, but something about this when I put on my lashes just isn't nice. It kind of felt really cheap, and it makes my eyes run. Try the false lash effect one. I actually really like that. I don't have it here because it's in my handbag in my car, but this one is not great for me. Rimmel Sexy Curves and Intense Black. I quite like this. It's not amazing, but it's nice, and it definitely is quite like, gives you kind of black lashes, like a much more intense black than kind of the usual kind of charcoalish colour you end up with. So it kind of, I find it's good if you're working it in to false eyelashes. It also has a kind of, I'll show you the wand, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. It has a curvy wand. And that makes it really easy to kind of wiggle between the lashes and turn it and really get in. It's great for getting behind your lashes as well, and I didn't have any irritation with this, which is good, but it did run a tiny bit, but there were tears involved, tears from the wind, I assure you. This has been a long-standing favourite of mine. Now, not top 3, but maybe top 5, and it's L'Oreal Telescopic. This is the waterproof version. I don't hate this. Usually I despise waterproof mascaras, but this one's okay. It is really, really lengthening, but I prefer the ordinary version. But they are expensive here. Like it's not really, like when you think of like the price of the number 17 one in comparison to the L'Oreal one. I don't know exactly now because I don't work for Boots or anything, but I would imagine that the L'Oreal one would probably be pretty close to twice the price of the 17 one. I don't know how that fares out in other countries, but we're pretty ripped off here. Like the markup and on beauty products is like enormous, absolutely enormous. Now, max factor 2000 calorie, which has been chewed by my dog quite a while, probably more for longer than I'm supposed to have it, and I probably need to throw it out. By the way, these are all personal mascaras. I don't use them on anybody else. I quite like this. Don't know if I'd like kill myself to rebuy it or anything like that. It doesn't irritate my eyes like the other Max Factor one. And brush wise, it's quite small. Great for getting behind and gives kind of a lovely fullness to the lashes, makes them kind of healthy looking, and actually the more I'm thinking about this, the more I'm wondering maybe I would repurchase. Here's by Mary Kay. It's the Ultimate Mascara. This isn't nice at all. Very plasticky kind of feeling. Very, very thin application. Not very pigmented. Kind of not worth your effort, I don't think. Okay, I have 4 here. I have 4 left, and these 4 I actually really, really like all 4. So I'll talk you through them. The first one is L'Oreal Voluminous, which my dog also got, and it also has eyelash glue on it. This is great. I would rebuy this. I would repurchase this definitely. I've heard that it's not available anymore on this side of the Atlantic, which is a little worrying. This is kind of a good, you know, when you're looking for like a good reliable mascara that you can stick in your handbag and you can use it at night or in the day. 1 coat is grand for day, 2 to 3 coats at night, lash it on and it looks really glamorous. This would definitely be one of my favorites. The next one is by e.l.f. and this was really surprising because I looked at the packaging of this and I thought I'm going to hate that. I just, you know, you judge a product. I shouldn't, but I do, and I just thought, my god, this is going to be just so cheap. I think it's €3 from the e.l.f. website, and it's waterproof, lengthening and volumizing. So I thought, there is not a chance that the mascara is going to do even one of those things. So that's kind of a pretty tall order. Okay, first of all, it is waterproof. I checked it. On my lashes anyway. And by waterproof, I mean water resistant. It doesn't mean go swimming. I actually don't think they should use the words waterproof. They should use water resistant, because most waterproof mascaras, when you go swimming, they will move, except Makeup Forever and some other ones. But it's waterproof. It's lengthening. I wouldn't say it's that volumizing, but it is lengthening, and it does kind of, actually quite like, you do get like quite a small tube for your money, but you're only paying €3. It does have kind of a tiny round ovally, a tiny kind of ovally brush, which is brilliant for getting behind your lashes. I keep going on about this behind your lashes business, but when you have white eyelashes, you absolutely have to get behind them, because when you just put mascara on the front part and then you blink, it looks weird. You know, I like using it on my bottom lashes to irritate my eyes. It didn't smell funny. It was waterproof and it did lengthen. This one has been in my favourites for a long time, and I probably have mentioned it a lot actually. A few times might be an understatement, a lot. And it's the L'Oreal Double Extend. And I have actually got the blue one as well. I like them both. I like them both the same. One side is a white coat and that kind of like thickens the lashes, and then there is the black side. Okay, now on a kind of, if it was daytime, I just use the black side, and at nighttime I will use the white and the black. Like the black layered like 2 or 3 coats looks absolutely amazing, like really, really good. But you do get much big fatter lashes if you use the white end beforehand. So I really like this. It's kind of one of those staples, and I will definitely be repurchasing. Okay, and the last one, which is probably kind of my favorite drugstore one at the moment, but I need to point out as well that these mascaras aren't just what I would rely on. Kind of, there are other mascaras that I have been using lately, and I'll talk about them in another video, but they're just a little pricier, so I thought it would be better to do a video on all the kind of cheaper ones to give people an indication of, you know, what not to waste their money on, or but again, everyone's different, so kind of you need to shop around a bit. Okay, so the one that I'm actually wearing today and that I've really been enjoying, and I actually just bought it as like a, you know, oh come on, this is so cheap, I'll just test this and we'll have a laugh about it on my blog. And the joke's on me because I love it. It's really good, and it's by Lacura waterproof mascara, and anybody who's been in Aldi, you'll recognise Lacura as their kind of brand of skincare and makeup. And you'll know that it's really cheap, a couple of euro I think it was, and I thought it was going to be hideous. I really expected it to be pretty bad, and I really like it. The only thing is the wand is really cheapy. The wand is one of those really skinny ones, just skinny, straight, plain. It's actually the most boring wand out of all the ones I've showed you. It's the most basic wand that you can find. So it's a bit dull, and the packaging is a bit dull as well, and it's a bit utilitarian looking, but it's just as good. Now, in saying that, this isn't going to be one of those mascaras that you go, wow, this is amazing and I'm going to use it every day and every night. It won't be something you use probably at night. This is something I would use happily in the daytime. What I like about it is it kind of catches in your lashes, so it kind of pulls through them, coats all the lashes really evenly. And I did go for I did walk the dogs yesterday after applying this. That's my big test. If I can walk in the wind and mascara isn't running down my face, I'm in for a winner. But this one didn't run when my eyes did. It didn't irritate my eyes, which I kind of expected because of the price. It has a bit of like smokiness to your lashes or something. I don't know, I just really like it, and I've been lashing it on the top and the bottom. What I like most about it is that it doesn't feel crispy or crunchy. So those are my favourites. If you do find yourself in Aldi and you come across the really cheap mascara, stick it in and give it a try. It's worth it. And also they have a lip gloss, which is kind of just it's not clear. It has I think it might have a little hint of something, a hint of kind of other sheer shade to it. But their lip glosses have actually really great staying power. And I tested it against kind of a few other lip glosses which were kind of more pricier, which were kind of mid-range, and even one that was very pricey, one by Smashbox and one by NARS. And the Lacura lip gloss lasted like 5 times as long as those. So it's definitely worth a look. So cheap doesn't always mean disaster. It sometimes does, but sometimes things that are expensive are a disaster too. So I try not to judge on price anymore. I just need to mention one that I actually don't have to hand as well, because it's actually in my car too. And that's because I've been using it quite a lot. And it's by Isidora. It's called WigWam. I reviewed it on my blog. It was a little scary at first. It's kind of like the sales pitch is it kind of describes it as this heavy fat mascara that clumps your lashes, and I thought, oh my god, why would you want that? But turns out it's actually okay, and it's quite good for nighttime. Really good volume. It definitely needs a liner, but I will leave the link to that too if you want more information. I've included pictures of what it looks like on the lashes after one coat, and it looks great, so I'll leave the link there if you're interested in that too. While I'm here, before I go, I will mention that I was sent a perfume, and this is by the Sugar Babes, and this one is Touch. They have it's like, now Tease, Touch, Tempt is the other one. So this one is, as I said, this one is Touch, and it is really girly. It smells really kind of sugary, and like, it reminds me of those, remember those like sweetie necklaces you used to get when you were a child that you could eat first? And I know that's very off-putting to some people, because I'm not really kind of a vanilla kind of perfumey girl. I like things that are more aquatic, things with a bit of bite, clean fragrances. Definitely not sophisticated by any means. Sophisticated fragrances are wasted on me, but definitely something really sweet would be off-putting to me. And so when I sprayed this first, I thought, oh, it's a little much. And after 5 minutes, I found myself smelling myself. But it's really, really nice and kind of really soft and delicate. So it is a little punchy at first. I don't know what the other ones smell like. I haven't actually tested them, but I suppose that maybe the Tempt one might be a bit sexier, I would assume. I don't know though. But I've been given 3 of these to give away, like, well, one of each to give away, and I will leave the link in the information bar below, and you can just click on it. If there's no kind of big competition entry thing or whatever. All you have to do is follow a page, and that's it. Okay, so if you're interested in that, I will leave the link, and you can let me know. Whoever wins then can let me know what the others smell like. So thanks for watching, everyone. I will be more diligent with my videos. I have way slackened on. I kind of miss doing videos. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you hopefully within 48 hours. If not, get on me and ask where the video is, because sometimes I just need to be kept in check. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye.